Okay, I brought out a bunch of 62cc saws. So let me get them unpacked and I'll go over each one of them. And we'll take them over and cut some wood. So it's a battle of the 62cc saws. Let's see, the first saw I'm going to get out, I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with, is the Dereal, which is basically the same as the gerwinner. So it's 62 cc's. So we'll get that one out. Set that up there. So we have that one. Then I brought the neotec 62 cc saws, which I recently got. So that one doesn't have as many hours on it. That one has a lot of hours on it. And then this one here, this one here, I just got as well. It is the infamous Vevor 62cc saw. Now, as of March 20th, 2026, all I see is the commercials on Facebook and stuff about that saw. So everybody, you know, they do these quick videos, they show it, they rev it up, they start them. You may see them cut a few little pieces of wood and that's it. And I think you should have more information than that when buying these saws. So let me look at the front. So there's a big difference. This is the neotec, and it's got something different, totally different that I'm used to having when I get these Zoan saw clones. It's got two features that are totally just, they don't even make sense. So I don't even know why they went this way, but we'll go over that. So the first one we're going to talk about, and these cheap covers, they won't last long. So plan on going and getting a better brand. So this saw right here has the easy start. So if you pull it, it builds up tension and it starts. One thing about this is you'll notice it has dual ports, and those are dual open ports. They're about probably 5/8 in diameter. This one has no bulb, no primer bulb, just an on-off switch right here, and in your choke. So we'll move over to what I believe is basically almost exactly the same as that one. We're going to move over to the Dereal. So it has the open ports, two of them, almost exact muffler. It has almost the exact switch, and then it has your choke, no primer bulb. Now, and it has the easy start as well. So now, here's the oddball in the whole group. It has a single port right there, but that port is a lot larger. So it's like a 1-inch port. So instead of two ported muffler, that it's single. This one, of course, they have the old flip style toggle switch, has your choke, and it has no primer bulb for startup. Now the one thing about this saw, and let me move you back a little teeny bit or move you over so I'm not hitting my truck bed. This one does not have the easy start, which totally threw me off when I got it. I went to go start it and I'm like, what? That's the same as the traditional start. So I was like, okay. So let me back up enough so you can see it. So on this one, you do your typical and I'm like that. I like that has that start pull on it. But I go to grab that one now, and I'm used to the other ones, and I go to yank the other ones like that one. It gets, you know. So this is the Vevor. Let's see how well it starts this morning for us. Flip it on, choke. The choke is a little weird. I've had it just kind of migrate itself back. So I don't know what to think about that. This one, the pull start on it, the easy start doesn't seem to work the same as those. It's like you have to kind of pull it a little fast, but then it's just weird. This thing. There's just something weird about that pull. It's like it's part easy start and part not. And I don't know, me having all these saws gets a little confusing because they all start like a little different. I wish they'd just stay with a standard. This one here is the Dereal, and it has the easy start as well. So this one chokes, floods out easy because I've run the heck out of this saw. So this one, you almost have to do that now. I say this is 2 years. If they don't start, if they have an easy start and they don't start right away, it is a pain to get them started. Let's try the old foot. My foot's too big to fit in there. See, if they don't have the regular start, it is a pain to get them started if it doesn't work right. Now, I may have flubbed up here a little bit. It's because sometimes I just grab stuff and go do videos. I'm looking. This one has a sight window for the fuel. Guess what you don't see in there. So I could edit all that out, but I'm human. I make mistakes. I get so many saws. Sometimes I forget which ones I ran last. And apparently ran this one. I ran out of gas and oil. So, like I said, I could edit all that out, but I don't know. It's just part of the way it is. So this way, you'll get to see me start it up from empty. So that's another, whoa, under pressure. Say, because normally this saw starts up pretty decent. But part of me showing you, even when it doesn't go right, the realistic fact is if you buy these saws, you're going to have them for years or whatever, and you're going to have to deal with all these issues. And you should get to know what possibility problems you could have and how to deal with it. So now that we have fuel in it, I pumped the trigger a couple times, pull the choke out. It might start this time. Usually this one does good, but you run them out of gas, it's a pain in the butt. It's on. See, you can't pull it like an easy start if it's like that. All right. So that's not starting right away. It's kind of my flub up. I could take it out of the video. It's just part of life. So I wear myself out trying to start chainsaws for a video. So let's take them over there and see how they do. I've been super happy with the Dereal. It's my bad. It's, you know, Don't put fuel in it. It's not going to start very good. You can see I can start it, but what you have to do is when you do that, you drop start, but you can drop start them, but you don't do a full pull. You'll feel it wind up tension and then you kind of stop. So when they're out of gas, or the first time starting them because they don't have the primer bulb, it can take a few pulls, 6 or 7 pulls to get them started. That's the benefit of having a saw that has the primer bulb. So let's take these cheap wacky saws over and cut up some firewood with them, and you can decide which one you like better. I mean, I don't mind having a bunch of them because, well, one breaks, I got another one. And for what I paid, all these right here, there's probably not $500 invested in these saws. And I got 3 saws, 62 cc saws, which some people claim are really only 58 cc's. Whatever, I got 3 58 cc saws that say 62 cc on them. So what? They cut good, so let's get over here and cut some wood with them. Let's take the Vevor at first and use it. All right, let's take the Neotec and try it out. Look at that pretty wood. I'm making wooden cookies too while I'm doing this. Okay. All right, now let's go with the Dereal now that has fuel in it. myself sometimes. I go to get something and I do something randomly. Tank was empty. It should have been a sign. I probably ran that saw in another video or did something with it. And the chain needs to be sharpened. So we'll take a quick break while I go up, sharpen that chain. So this is a fair test. See, you can't make this stuff up. Just happens. It's part of filming. We ain't perfect. We're just normal people. Okay, I put an entirely new chain on it. So that should take care of that. But before I screw up, hit the dirt with a new chain. See if I can change the log around a bit. That way I'm not cutting into the ground. Probably be a good thing. All right, back to the comparison test. I'm wanting to try. I think I'm going to run that Neotec the same way and then go back and run the Vevor again real quick so I can run one after another. Seems like to me it's really between the Neotec and the Vevor as far as I feel like they cut better. Y'all will have to let me know in the comments which one you think did better. Seemed to me that the Neotec did better, but I don't know. The Vevor was probably close, but the Vevor's kind of got some quirky issues. I'm gonna have to just run it a little more. I'll spend the rest of the day finishing up all these logs with that Vevor after this and see if I can get it to run better. I don't know. I think they're all really close to the same. I'm also trying to compare the newer saws to the older Dereal, which is not really fair. And for some reason, that one all of a sudden started cutting crooked, and I have the least amount of use on that chain on that saw. It just started cutting out. That's why it slowed down at the end. So these are going to be my cookies that I treat with the pentacle. So I don't want them. I don't want crooked. So that's a comparison of the three. The reason I like the neotec is because it reminds me of my Steels and my Huskies and my Echoes as far as starting goes. The easy start is great, but it can be a pain because if you need to really get the motor turned over, as it gets older, if it's not perfect, the easy start is a pain in the butt start because you can't really crank on it. And if you do, you run the risk of breaking the easy start mechanism in there. So yeah, I'd have to say between the two of them, they all take the same bar and chain. So I don't know. Let's see. It's really going to be between the neotec and the these two right here, the Vevor and the neotec. So as far as weight goes, I mean, they're not, you can't really tell. If there's a difference, you can't tell, put it that way. The bar on both of them are about the same. The only thing with the neotec is they have like a rubber, it's rough right here, and they have finger grooves up under there. And the same for over here. There's little places, indexes for your fingers. So I like that. The 68cc saw has the same thing. So I like that because it helps to keep your hands positioned where you need them. This one, I mean, you're paying, you can get these for a lot less than you can get those. Are they the same basic block and head unit and all that? Probably. And I need to run this one some more. That one having the larger port versus this one having the dual port. This one seems a little more peppy, you know, as far as sound goes and stuff. But I still think the neotec has a slight edge on the Vevor. So you can take that for what it is and cash it in or whatever if you're making a decision to buy one of these. If money's an issue, the Vevor will get the job done with the same CCs. I think it has the same capacity to do the same amount of work as the neotec, but the neotec, I like that so you can just crank it, doesn't have the easy start. And I think most people here, at least in America and stuff, are used to Steel or Husky or Echo or stuff. We're not used to that easy start. So you see a lot of people here, they break the easy start because they're trying to pull on it really hard. Like you see me to even get that one started from an empty tank, you know, you do have to kind of give it a little something. So I would say if I had to do it all over again and I wanted one of these saws, I would go with the neotec. First tank of gas shuts off 3 or 4 times. Won't stay running. Acts like it's out of gas. Got to crank the living crap out of it. Paint's already coming off the bar. First tank of fuel. I'm just cutting a soft pine. You can go watch the other videos that are coming up on it. Yeah, not impressed. I've had to pull it pretty hard to get it started 3 or 4 times, even when it was down to half a tank. So, yeah, one of the least impressed pressing saws to me that I've gotten so far.